what a Kundalini awakening is. It is the bright side to the dark night of the soul.
Welcome to New Earth. Congratulations on graduating from the Matrix.
I know I did my thing down on earth. I did the damn thing. I know I did my thing when I was on earth.
Welcome to New Earth. Congratulations on graduating from the Matrix.
Greetings, beautiful souls of the world. Zena Electra, I am here. Yeah, sharing these good vibes with you. Y'all, I've been away, and in my awareness, I've found myself going through some mystical, magical shit in the bestest of ways. So, in my time away, it's been maybe a month and a half, 2 months, I ain't even got the words for it. I experienced a Kundalini awakening. So my thoughts on Kundalini awakenings has always been like, oh, that's some spiritual type of woo type of, like, what is that? So we're gonna talk about what a Kundalini awakening is. So before we get into this topic, I need to know how many of y'all have experienced a Kundalini awakening. What was it like? What did you discover? Because I'm gonna tell you everything that I experienced and possibly more. We'll talk about it right here, right today, right motherfucking now. But first, let me introduce myself. Y'all, I am Zena Electra, Soul Evolutionary Guide. I'm also a quantum healer, specializing in past life regressions and so many other things. So, what is a Kundalini awakening? A Kundalini awakening is pretty much a swirling and an opening and movement of your energetic centers. Energetic centers are also referred to as chakras. Chakras. I'm playing. Also referred to as chakras, right? So your chakras are energetic centers, but the Kundalini more so starts at the very bottom, the base, and is depicted as a snake that's rising up your spine, all the way up and through, and boop out the top of your head, right? Y'all, I didn't know that a Kundalini awakening was so lit, so intense, and now after experiencing it, okay, this isn't my first one. I just didn't know what it was. So, what they don't tell you, or what I've never heard, you know what I'm saying? I've never studied Kundalini awakenings. It hasn't been my realm of things to look into. But what I didn't know is that your Kundalini awakening is super fucking sexual. It wakes you up. You think about your bottom 2 chakras, right? You have your root chakra, which is all about survival, all about getting things done, having, basic needs met. You have your sacral chakra sitting on top of that, which is all about creativity, sexuality. Taking something from nothing and making something from nothing. Sacral chakra. So when I say these 2 chakras were lit, mainly the second one. Both of them. They were all of them. So I'm going to get real close. I'm not going to talk loud. Okay? So I'm not even lying, y'all. the things that I experienced. Let's talk about the duration of a Kundalini awakening. Some people think, oh, you just wake up one day and you're feeling like real Gucci and, and everything is everything. No. This shit I experienced, this shit right here lasted about a month and a half. No lie. I didn't know what to come on here and tell y'all because I was still trying to figure out what the fuck it was that I was experiencing. I didn't have the words. So I didn't want to come on here and say a bunch of nothing if I didn't have the words. And then it came to me after the emotions have subsided. Wow, that was a Kundalini awakening. So, okay. And this is straight from what I have experienced, you guys. A Kundalini awakening is the complete opposite of a dark night of the soul. There is shadow work that comes with a Kundalini awakening. What I experienced is that my heart chakra was just so wide and so open, and there were things about myself that were just clear. There is clarity that comes with a Kundalini awakening. When I say my mind was quiet, when your mind is quiet, it's clear. When you're depressed, your mind is loud. Oh, this ain't right, that ain't right. People suck, I suck. When I say my mind was quiet, thoughts were clear. If I had a thought about something about me, and it's all personal, it's all about you. It's about you. And so if I thought something about me, and I was like, wow, I want to fix this. Like, I'm going to sit down and I'm really going to journal. Something about me. I used to write all the time. I just, pride myself in my writing skills, my writing abilities. And over time, I kind of stopped writing, because I literally have millions of spiral notebooks. And I was like, I don't want to add anymore. I just want to burn all of these and just start from nothing. And I haven't done that. So I kind of stopped or slowed up on like writing, especially like journaling. I've always kept a diary. I grew up in the 90s. 90s were all about keeping diaries and little notebooks and locks and keys in the notebooks and stuff. And so while I was going through this thing, I would recognize something. And then I would feel it in my heart center, heart chakra. And it would swirl. And I would feel it so big that my eyes would water. And I'm like, I really want to sit with this. Like, I really just figured out something that's been holding me back. I don't want to be held back no more. No. No, let's sit with this thing, this feeling. And so I would actually do it. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do some journaling. And I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. But it's like I would actually sit and I would work through it. And I was like, I see what's going on. And what it is. So a dark night of the soul is the crushing of the ego. From what I experienced just now with the Kundalini awakening, is like, how can I nurture this ego so it can better suit me? So you break it down where you're going through a dark night, and then you nurture it, you repair it with the good things so it can assist you. I've mentioned before, your ego is just a gauge of how you have your ego is a gauge of how you handle situations. Are you still handling things the same way? Are triggers no longer triggering? Is your ego under control? So our egos are always with us. They're always with us. They never go away. But to nurture it and to fill it with nutrition, it's like having a baby. Having a freaking baby. And it's like, oh, do I give the baby some milk? Or do I give it my titty? I'm going to give it my titty. No judgment if you simmer like your babies, you know what I'm saying? No judgment. Or Nindo, whatever it's called, the little other type of Similac stuff. No judgment on those things, but it's just like, am I gonna feed it things are you gonna feed the beast? Your ego is a beast. Are you gonna feed the beast? Are you gonna tame the beast? So my Kundalini awakening, all this is coming off I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna talk about. I hit record and I started talking, and here we are. So the Kundalini awakening came with very extreme emotions. They're not bad extreme. I didn't go, shoot the club up, tear the club up. I ain't go fight nobody. But it was just like very serene, very peaceful. I really wanted to spend a lot of time with myself. Didn't want to be around no motherfucking body. And I wanted to pick myself apart in the best ways. Not pick myself apart to make me low, but pick myself apart so I can recognize the patterns, so I can see what needs to be done differently, and so I can start to implement those things. I'm taming the beast, and I'm feeding it nutritious foods. That's what a Kundalini awakening is. It is the bright side to the dark night of the soul. It's the opposite side. And I've never heard anybody say it like that. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I pay the fuck attention when I'm going through things. That's why in my ego, right, my productivity ego, it's like, oh, I want to come on here. I want to show up every day. I want to do all the things and be somebody in this realm of YouTube, social media. But like when you're really on a spiritual journey, you can't necessarily do that. Some people can, you know what I'm saying? There's the Ralph Smarts, but I don't have to be that. I respect them. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me if you want a regression, Ralph. Holler at me. But sometimes time is needed. And we live in a society that's so bastardized in every way. All we do is do. And to take time and to just be, it's just so unpopular. Popular. Everybody wants to be popular. So I took the past month and a half, however long it's been, off. Because let's talk about the sexual nature of a Kundalini awakening. When I say I've been horny for 2 months, it didn't matter if I was on my period, little gray areas in between, ovulation, post-ovulation, back to period. It ain't slowed down for nothing. One monkey ain't stopped no show. When I say it's been cranked the fuck up, I've been wanting to like rip my clothes off and howl at the moon. Ooh. I just got the mental picture of the little Cookie Crisp monster, or no, it wasn't a monster. It was a wolf. Cookie Crisp. Like, I used to love Cookie Crisp. Anyway, it just made me want to just rip my clothes off and howl at the fucking moon. That's how intense a Kundalini awakening sexual energy comes up. And I ain't have nobody to fuck. It was sad, y'all. It was sad. And it was very particular. It's not that I can't find a partner or phone a friend and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling some type of way. Help me. It's not like I can't do that. But this energy was so specific. It's like I can't waste it. And by wasting it, it felt like I can't. That type of energy, let's talk about something. Look, I'm a motherfucking goddess. what I embody on a regular day is powerful. I knock motherfuckers out their feet. Powerful, easily. I mean, why wouldn't I? And so to have my regular sexual energy activated, and then 10 tons of pressure, energy, desire on top of that. And it's going to take a special kind of motherfucker to be able to hang with me. And I can't do no one-hitter quitters with that energy. It's going to have to be over, long, deep, long, hard, soft, short, and be stroking. That's what I'm doing. I be stroking. Y'all remember that? I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west. I stroke it to the woman that I love the best, huh?
I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west. I stroke it to the woman that I love the best. I be stroking.
Okay, Clarence Carter. Oh, shit. Clarence Carter. Okay. I needed some of that staying power. Some of that, And so I chose not to do anything than to do something and not be fully fulfilled, because that was soul sucking energy. I was about to suck a motherfucker's soul. So if anybody sees this who knew they could have been on that list, I would have sucked your soul. I'm a giver. You know what I'm saying? They would have got something from it. I'm a giver. I'm not a taker by any means. However, it felt right to just not. But the sexual energy is like, I was like, damn, I was feeling like a nympho, a MILF. I ain't even know mom. I was feeling like a nympho. Like, I could literally be, it was days I couldn't fucking think about nothing other than sex. Fucking just, I could feel it. And the coochie started tingling, everything. And then I just sit in like this euphoria just in my mind. Like, I'm satisfied off and not doing anything. Like, it was beyond me. It was beyond me. I be stroking. That's what I'm doing.
I be stroking.
So, the Kundalini Awakening is the bright side of a dark night of the soul. It's the coming out. It's the jubilation. It's the yes. Here we are. Now there's only forward. The dark night of the soul is the depressive era. It is the, I gotta figure out what's making me feel so crappy. Kundalini Awakening don't feel crappy at all. Let me tell you, it feels freaking fabulous. I was literally sitting around for days, not doing a motherfucking thing, but just drenched in lust. And then when I would get myself up and start a project or finish a project, it was so satisfying to say your sacral chakra is creative energy. If you're not fucking, then you gotta be creating something. And trust and believe your girl didn't waste time. Okay? I'm gonna let you know when it becomes relevant what it is. What it is, ho. What's up? Every good girl needs a little. I don't know the words. Y'all not gonna judge me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I experienced and even now, I don't even think it's over. It went from before the last period, during the whole last period, post period, ovulation, post ovulation, period started again. And I'm still there. I'm still there. This shit don't care. Still there. Sitting with the energies, working, picking myself apart, like I said, in the best ways. To be like, oh, I see what I've been doing wrong. Let me rock the baby. Let me fix it. Let me make it better. This energy is way different. And, you know, people, I did some Googling when it came to me. It came to me the other day. I was like, is this a fucking Kundalini thing? Like, is that what this is? Is that what I've been going through? And, you know, they describe it as like swirling sensations. You get hot, you get cold. You feel, no, this shit is super fucking sexual. I turned into a werewolf, to a beast. And I wanted to rip my clothes and to howl at the moon. Hopefully when I did that, my tribe heard me and they're on their way to me. That's what wolves do. They, and wherever their people are, you know, they're like, okay, shit, they over here. And they start running. That's me running. Gloop, gloop. They start galloping and shit. Okay, we're about to meet up. So maybe I just howled at the fucking moon and my people are coming to me. Yeah. I accept that. Come on, y'all. Hurry the fuck on up. We got shit to do. So that was my experience with the Kindalini Awakening. And I'm still working through things. But it's extremely extreme. And there's lots of euphoria. The euphoria is crazy. I could like literally feel my auric field around me. Sitting in a bubble. Sitting in a little lustful ass, creative ass, healing ass bubble. Just happy as a motherfucker, not doing shit. Not on nothing. I didn't take nothing. No narcotics, no weed, no drugs. Just happy as a motherfucker. Just naturally engaged. Quiet. Mentally quiet. I deserve that. I deserve this. It's amazing. Amazing. So, have you experienced a Kundalini awakening? What was it like? Please leave your comments below. But y'all, that's all I have to share with you today. Again, I am Zena Electra, Soul Evolutionary Guide. If this video resonates with you, if you like the information, if you like the energy, if you like what I look like, whatever it is, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm grateful for you. Grateful. But I had to come on here now. I know what it is I have to say because I literally been an observer for the past 2 months and counting. So there's more to come. All right. Stick with me now. Until next time, happy Ascension All. Peace.